I saw you weren't streaming this morning. I was shocked. Okay, I don't remember any of the... I don't remember any of the... It's not Tab. It's not J. What do you mean, sorry? Don't be sorry. What did we have to do? We just found out... Shit, I don't remember any of the controls. I for inventory, right, okay. Got it. And we don't have a journal, right? So, if I remember correctly, we just found out that, the mayor was behind your dad's death. And we had to leave. Oh, there you go.
Here it's written that Dr. Alfred Every gave a few artifacts to Steve Bonnet in exchange for the drugstore property. I'm curious to know what those artifacts were. It'd be good to investigate. Surely
Okay.
Steve could tell me something more. I have a few questions about this note.
Not now. I have to test some final things before registering the patent for my new drink.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Better not. It could still come...
Okay.
I need this to frame...
Need it to frame Steve. Got it. So, I don't remember where we have to go now that we've escaped. What was the map? It's not... Nope, 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 no. Shit! I don't remember any of the buttons for this game. Or do I open the map and then... Oh, yeah, okay. Did we have to go back to Town Hall?
I can't. Steve would find me immediately.
Alright.
I can't. I would have to cross the square where the inn is, with a high risk of being discovered.
Okay, so I guess we're just constantly gonna start running from... Maybe we get that gun back?
I hope I don't have to compete in some strange medieval tournament.
Right, that's the fake one.
I don't need them. They worked very hard to install all of them.
Where's that list I had?
Here it's written that Dr. Alfred Every gave a few artifacts to Steve Bonnet in exchange for the drugstore property. I'm curious to know what those artifacts were. It'd be good to investigate. Surely Steve could tell me something more.
Well, I can't ask Steve now because...
Finally, the map is complete. There's also the signature of the cartographer, Tom Rayleigh. He really was a genius of cartographic drawings. Now I know why Steve wasn't able to find the treasure. Without the complete map, those coordinates are useless. I need to go to the lighthouse. The light will guide you. 47 degrees north, 78 degrees east.
Okay, well, I'm glad that I clicked on that now. So, go to the lighthouse then. Got it.
Not now that I've been able to recover. I don't really know how it works. There should... It has lots of...
So... Light will guide you. Well, the light is showing
I don't know how to
east.
make it work. I don't know how... I lit the lighthouse. Now I just need to aim it correctly. It's a rudimentary control box. I think it adjusts the position of the lighthouse. There's a sort of map with coordinates, but there are no other indications.
Right, that's why I
Not
want to
now
use the
that
map.
It's a rudimentary control box. I think it adjusts the position of the lighthouse. There's a sort of map with coordinates, but there are no other indications. I lit the lighthouse. Now I just need to aim it correctly. It's useless, this... I need this to frame... Better not.
Okay. Let's see. Alright. Okay, go to the lighthouse. Use the control box. Why? I've missed something that doesn't tell me how to use the control box then. This is a terrible walkthrough. Oh my, okay. I need to see if there's something else here. Okay, much better. Gotta scroll down quite a bit here. Okay, part 2. Museum. So we have the tools. That's fine. Matchbox hammer, we have that. We have the scissors. We have the tuning fork. Did the photo booth. did this. Okay. Click the matchbox to light it. Okay. That's all you have to do there. So that's done. Part 3. Jesus. Okay, we did that. We did that. We made the gun there. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, fortune cookie. Yep, yep. Okay, cutscene. Yep, 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 yep. We did this, we did this, we did the horse. We did the church. We opened that crate. Okay. Yep, we went to Steve's house. Went out the door, we have that. Okay, climb into the lighthouse via the stairs. Willy is back up the stairs, lighthouse lamp. Right-click the placard. Oh, that's fucking it? Are you serious? Why couldn't he just do that from the map? That's fucking stupid.
1699. The light will guide you. I guess it's praise for the job this lighthouse had to do. I wonder how many ships it helped dock safely. There's also a list of things to do. 1. Start. 2. Steer. It doesn't seem difficult. It's a rudimentary control box. I think it adjusts the position of the lighthouse. There's a sort of map with coordinates, but there are no other indications. 1690. I guess it's... I wonder there's also 1. Start. It doesn't seem difficult. Not now that I've been... Not now... It's a rudimentary... I think there's a sort of map, but there are no other...
Okay, what am I fucking missing here?
Okay, let's try.
Alright. Oh, what is it? 47 north, 78 east. Okay.
Bingo! This is the point marked on the map. Let's see in what direction the lighthouse is pointing. Good!
Aha!
Very well. The lighthouse is positioned according to the instructions on the map. The light points in the direction of the cemetery. Better go check.
Okay.
I don't think the X meant to indicate these wooden boards. It'd be better to remove them. Once there was a legend. To access the afterlife, a boat toll was required. A weird votive sculpture. Even if we're in a cemetery, a skull, even a stone one, is always a bit scary. Maybe this coin wasn't used as currency in the earthly world, but rather to pay the ferryman for a journey to the afterlife. Let's try.
Oh!
Where did I end up? It seems like a natural cave. I can't believe it. This is a colony of Mexican psilocybe, one of the most powerful hallucinogenic mushrooms in the world. Professor Jones showed one of these in class when explaining Aztec rituals. Their sour odor is unmistakable, and the conditions for growth seem to be ideal. Humid and lacking sun. Only a strong adrenaline rush can counteract their effect. They're supposed to proliferate only in a few areas in Central America. How did they end up here? I'm also wondering who put these wood barrels here.
Am I able to, like, cut
I don't think
some?
that would work. I'd rather not touch them. This species of mushroom is extremely dangerous. The Mexican psilocybe, even if taken in small doses, causes addiction and induces hallucinations and trance states.
So what are we waiting for?
It can't be. The hull outline, the colors on the bulkheads, a red nightmare sailed on the sea. Its slender shape induced all to stop and admire it. The historian Jean de Leon described the adventure galley this way. This is it. The adventure galley. Kid's ship. It's an amazing ship, and its preservation is practically perfect. I wonder how many secrets it still hides after all this time. The famous Adventure Galley. Rumors say that Kid launched raids in all the seas and that the Adventure Galley was the richest pirate ship around. The famous
Who dares?
But, who said that?
Who dares board my ship without permission?
Who's talking? Are you a ghost? Show yourself.
How dare you give orders to me? Only I can give orders.
It can't be. I can't believe this. My God. Dad? Is that really you?
I have no sons. I'm the Adventure Galley's captain. My name is only whispered in both the old and new worlds. Some people call me the Scourge of the Seas. I'm William Kidd. Who are you?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Willy.
What tone is this? Boy, remember who you're talking to. I'm Kidd.
What happened to you? You're not Kidd. You're Henry. Henry Morgan.
Don't you ever mention that name in my presence. Morgan and Blackbeard are the reason my crew and I are here. If it wasn't for their betrayal, right now we'd be the masters of Tortuga. Instead, Morgan and Blackbeard mutinied, hired their own crew and attacked us. But nobody can take possession of William Kidd's treasure. Remember well these two names, because they're the worst enemies of Kidd's crew. Morgan and Blackbeard. What I wouldn't give to meet you face to face. And now, speak plainly. For what reason are you here?
Hi, Dragon Jam. Good morning.
Captain, I'm the new deckhand you were waiting for.
It's about time. You have permission to board and immediately get to work. The bridge needs a clean sweep. Ask the quartermaster to give you everything you need to make the ship shine. I'm going back to my cabin now. I have to plot the route for our next destination. Tortuga is waiting for us.
So is his dad, like, possessed?
What's happening
Trying to get
here?
the treasure?
How could Dad still be alive? Why doesn't he recognize me? I better get on the galley right now. I have to get my dad back home. The ship is completely deserted. I guess Dad, or Kid as he now considers himself, is in his cabin to the stern of the ship.
Alright.
It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. It hasn't got a wick. I don't want to shoot a cannon.
Why not? It's probably really cool.
better not. The ship is docked on this side. There's a risk that the shot could ricochet and cause damage. It would be better to use the stairs. According to a chronicle of the period, these wooden mannequins were used to make the crew size appear larger. The fear factor and the number of armed men visible was usually enough to win a battle without even fighting. Somebody carved the name they gave to this mannequin in the wood. Jimbo.
Sure, let me just take a life-size mannequin and put it in my bag. That makes sense.
This old sword could come in handy. Maybe I can learn how to handle it. If I'm not mistaken, near my house they just opened a school. The Swordmaster. That should guarantee success. Yuck. The hilt is all sticky. Time must have corroded the handle's material. Why on earth should I leave through this hole? This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that. It's locked. If, as I suppose, this is the door to the hold, they have surely reinforced it. I obviously need the key to enter. I could ask the captain if he knows where I can find it.
Can you just lockpick it?
It has lots of uses.
No, of course not. Okay. It's obviously a bag of holding. Duh!
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
I'll need the key to access the hold.
You still aren't an official member of the crew. You must earn this honor. Every new member must get to know the ship and gain the trust of the rest of the crew.
I think I already saw everything and talked with everyone.
Let's see if this is true of
We're
you.
going to Bone Town,
Answer
everybody.
these three
Hi,
simple
Audio
questions.
Crow!
First, name at least one member of the crew, except the captain, that you met on board.
Jimbo.
Second question. According to which code have the rules of life on board been drafted?
Oh boy.
Grog and other delights?
Third and last question. How many battles have we faced until today?
Oh, this is pure guess.
27.
I'm sorry, you're not ready yet. The
Ah!
answers are all around you.
Bye! I hope the appointment goes well. We're going to Bone Town, everybody.
Captain, can you tell me your story?
Is this the reason you embarked?
I hoped to understand how you ended up here, Dad.
I have no time to get angry now. Go back to your duties. You can hear my story from the other members of the crew.
Sorry, Captain.
Good. Go.
No, that's this game. It's called Willy Morgan and the Curse of Bone Town. So, like, 2 weekends ago, when I started this game, that's what that's from.
Some well-preserved clothes.
Why don't I just dress up like a pirate and then be like, "Arg, matey,
An
give me
old
the key."
three-cornered hat. I think it belonged to some captain. Or someone from the upper class, anyway. It doesn't strike me as the best time to start reading treatises on 17th century fashion. I can't take them. I can't reach it. I can't take it. Dad is seated at the captain's desk. There's a strange smell coming from the cabin.
A strange smell, you say?
I think they can be used in a more... I think they can be used in... It has lots of use...
I'll leave for now.
It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of Kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want its curse to remain active on some descendant of the represented person. A three-cornered hat. I'd only risk... Clothes from the end of the 600. Their fabric is very good. They were probably used only for the important guests of the ship, not for the crew.
Okay.
I have to find a better use.
What?
I'll need the key.
You still aren't an official. Every new member must get to know.
I think I already saw.
Let's see if this is first. Name at least.
Jimbo.
Second question.
Grog and...
Third and last.
36.
I'm sorry. The end.
Okay.
I'll need...
You still every.
I think...
Let's see first.
Jimbo.
Second.
Grog and...
Third.
14.
I'm sorry. The end.
What do you mean the answers are all around?
I'll need
I don't
you to
fucking...
every... I think...
Let's see first.
Nobody. There's nobody...
Second question. According to which code have the rules of...
Oh, I see. Okay.
Surely...
Third and last...
30...
I'm sorry. The answers are all...
Sorry.
Good. Go.
So what am I missing here? That needs to get read.
It's locked. If, as I suppose, this is the door to the hold, they have... I could ask the captain. I have... It's not help... That is not its purpose.
I want to see if maybe the answers are in this diary? Come on, Brad, let's go. No.
Here it's written that Dr. Alfred... I'm curious to know what... Surely Steve could...
Good morning, Brett. Breakfast and a big pot of chili. Thanks for the lurk.
I have to find a better use... I have to...
Really?
I'd
was
only risk
hoping...
That is not...
I was really hoping I could, like, dress the mannequin. And then, like, talk to the dad with the mannequin.
It's not helpful. Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's one of the first editions. Life on the Seas, Rules and Tasks on Board a Ship, by William Kidd. It seems Kidd was writing a treatise. Interesting.
Alright. Hi, Celine.
They
Congrats
look
on
like
first.
nautical charts. Probably routes of the Adventure Galley. Dad looks busy. He completely got into the role.
I don't know what
Life
else
on the
to...
Sea by William. It seems... These are books on dressmaking in the 1600s. Evidently, Kid cared about being up to date on the evolution of European costumes. Or some guest left them during his holiday on the Adventure Galley. It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of Kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want...
I stab it.
It's not helpful.
I do have matches.
Better not. The ship is docked on this side.
Damn.
Better not. It would be better... I should have a very valid... It's one of the oldest cannons on the ship. It has probably never been replaced. You can tell by the notches engraved on it. Every notch shows a battle in which it was shot. 8 notches, so 8 battles. An interesting tidbit of information. I guess it's still armed and ready to fire.
Well, that's that question. Perhaps I have the answers now?
What's happening now?
I'll need the...
You still every...
I think I'll...
Let's see if this is first. Name at least...
Jimbo.
Second question.
Life on the Seas by Kid.
Third and last question.
8.
Well done. You have the honor of becoming one of Kid's pirates. Among us, there's a pact of mutual friendship and loyalty. You deserve the key to access the hold.
Wait!
Thanks, Captain. I'm honored to be part of your crew. Sorry, Captain.
Good.
Perfect. Wow! The legends were true. This is the result of years of piracy in all the seas of the world.
Oh, dang.
It surely contained some spices. They were very precious goods. I don't need it now. They were worth a lot of money on the European market. I'm not interested in taking these coffee beans. I'm already wide awake, especially after finding my dad. Coffee beans. Kid and his crew knew their value very well. They all have to be dated and cataloged, even if I'd like to dive into it, like in the comic books. Doubloons and other coins. Surely the bounty from a raid of some ship headed from the Americas to Europe. It's a mask. It doesn't seem to come from the Americas. I think it's the loot plundered from the assault on some ship coming from Europe. They will surely be full of doubloons or jewels, but now I have other priorities. Crates and coffers. They will surely be full of jewels and gold. The temptation to examine or take some of those coins is strong, but Dad takes precedence over everything. First, I have to take care of him, and then together we'll study the galley and its treasure. Coins and jewels of various kinds. There are also vases with sublime finishes. It's a golden mask. It's of European origin, probably the loot from some raid.
Okay.
It won't be useful like this. Someone stole the last barrel of grog.
What? This is really serious. But the quartermaster can take care of it. Anyway, no less than 100 lashes with the cat o' nine tails for the guilty party. Stealing the grog, the nerve. Anything else?
Yeah, this is super serious.
There are rats inside the magazine.
That's the reason you've been brought on, deckhand. Try to earn your daily rations. Anything else?
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.
It won't be useful. It won't be useful. I'd only risk ruining it this way. It's one of the galley's cannons. It's an amazing ship, and its preservation is practically perfect. I wonder how many secrets it still hides after all this time. The famous Adventure Galley. Rumors say that Kid launched raids in all the seas, and that the Adventure Galley was the richest pirate ship around.
Well, I don't know what to do now that I have everything.
I don't want to dive over there. I can't even see the bottom. It's a natural well formed by the running water. It must be very deep. The water comes from some source upstream. It's fresh water. This species of mushroom is the Mexican... It's a colony of Mexican psilocybe. They're extremely powerful. According to some recent studies, they all... I don't want to go back now.
Okay. So we're stuck down here. Got it. Sucks, I'm freezing. What, it's in a real world? I mean, it's like, yeah. It's like real slash fake slash... I don't know how to describe it. Alright, It's like if Monkey Island and, like, modern day, like, had a baby, kind of.
It's the door to the captain's cabin. Dad should be in there.
What am I doing with these pirates' clothes?
It's not help. I have to... I don't think that would... I don't think... It's a cannon from the 17th century.
What's happening now?
Sorry.
Good.
Okay. Well, I picked up a ton of stuff.
I think they can be... It's not help... I don't need... Better not. The ship is... I should have a very... I think they... That is not... have to be dated, and even if doubloons and other coins. It probably can. They were worth a lot. It surely can. They were very. I don't need it now. Coffee beans. I'd only risk ruin.
Like, I feel like I just have to put all of these on the mannequin for some reason, but I don't know where.
It's useless here. It's one of the old. You can tell every 8 notches. I guess it. There wouldn't be much. The purpose of these mannequins was to swell the rank.
It had to be visible, so am I putting it up?
Not here. A real sea dog would have never sat on one of the cannons turned to port. They were extremely superstitious. They thought that turning their back to the mainland was a sign of contempt, and that they would have been punished by the sea. This old mannequin was used to deceive the enemy. The more mannequins there were, the larger and more dangerous the crew seemed. I could use it to distract my dad and enter his cabin. If I could disguise it as a pirate, I could make it pass for one of Kid's most bitter enemies. If I'm not mistaken, he named Morgan and Blackbeard earlier. I really see it as a Morgan.
Okay.
A classy touch. The hat makes it look more important. They seem the right size. I don't think there was much variety of measurements on a pirate ship. It's starting to look like a member of the crew. This gives it an aura of mystery. Let's try to make it meaner. Discreetly threatening. I placed it here for a specific reason. It's useless to move it.
Okay. Now...
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
There's Morgan on the bridge!
Captain, there's Morgan on the bridge.
Morgan. Damn scoundrel. You finally came back for the final showdown. It's really you, foul traitor. What nerve you dare show. By returning to the ship you turned your back on after it welcomed you as a child. Prepare yourself to face my wrath.
While Dad is busy, I can access the captain's cabin.
You won't get far.
Okay.
It's the statue of a dragon. It was also Kid's nickname. Other than Scourge of the Seas, he was known as the Sea Dragon for the firepower of his cannons. Better leave it where it is.
Thought
I
that
don't
was
need
Matt
it to
Mercer.
get Dad out of here.
I mean, he's in everything, so... So... Yeah, it turns out that his dad has been, like, on this ship, and he thinks he's a captain. So they probably gave him those hallucinogenic mushrooms, and he's been thinking he's the captain ever since.
Kid, the Sea Dragon. The adventure galley was equipped with extraordinary weapons, which is the reason it became legendary. These are the nautical charts of the galley. They will be worth a fortune. With these, it would be possible to retrace the ship's routes and identify the places it visited. I can't deal with this right now. It's more urgent that I find a way to get out of here with Dad.
Apparently for 12 years,
The galley's
yeah.
nautical charts. With these, it'll be possible to reconstruct the history of the ship, follow the routes it traveled, and identify the ships and cities it pillaged.
Imagine being high for 12 years. Are we supposed to get much snow? Okay, let me tell you a thing about Long Island. So, Long Island always preps for these, like, major snow bombs, right? And they'll be like, you know, go get the bread and the milk, like, it's gonna be crazy. And then, like, 30 minutes later, they're like, oh, so actually, it might only be, like, 2 inches, because it's gonna blow past us, so, like, you should be fine. And then, like, an hour later, they're like, okay, so actually now it's, like, 3 feet of snow that you need to prepare for. And so, get, like, double the bread and the milk. And then, like, an hour after that, they're like, oh, it's just gonna be rain. So, as of right now, it's just going to be rain and sleet for hours on end. Well, you're Connecticut, I think you said? I feel like anything north of the Long Island Sound, it's guaranteed snow. If it's below the Sound, it could go either way. But yeah. As of right now, oh, you're by Hartford, okay, yeah. But yeah, as of right now, it's just rain. So, nothing wacky. Nothing wacky. So my friend got a chocolate lab puppy. Look at how cute this thing is. Just slept over his little bed like a little baby. Anyway, all that to say, it's a big fat maybe. I would love to get some, because then the puppies could go out and play. And I don't have to go into the office until Tuesday. So it would hopefully be all fixed by then, but we'll see. I know, Celine, I'm sorry. You know what? We have an ad break coming up. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast and grab a sweatshirt because I'm starting to get cold. And then we'll continue the rest of this game. So I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. We're back. I saved your ears from more yelling. I see we're doing oh my gods. If you ever want to emulate the oh my god voices, it's like oh my god 1 through 4, so oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at him! Those are all of your oh my god things. Oh no, you're totally fine. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I've definitely, oh my god, like 2 bazillion times more than what's already there. So. Alright.
Dad has placed the logbook to protect the chalice's contents. Since I'm here, I better take them both. The same acrid smell of the mushrooms I saw in the cave emanates from the chalice. This could explain many things. Dad managed to survive all these years on a mixture of water and mushrooms.
I told you!
In small quantities, they sustain any organism that feeds on them and provide vital energy. On the other hand, they're also a powerful hallucinogen. Dad's state of shock following his fall from the cliffs, combined with the sight of Kid's ship, made him believe that he was the captain. If he keeps drinking from this chalice, he might never wake up. I have to get rid of this chalice. Professor Jones taught us that a strong adrenaline rush will counteract the mushroom's effect. First the chalice and then the adrenaline. One thing at a time.
I told you, he's been high for that many years. Okay, let's see. Am I gonna have to make this 50,000 to make me sing? I thought 20,000 was expensive. Is this the song that I think it is? Yeah, it is. Okay. Geez, I don't really know the words to this. Well, it came out in 1999, so try again.
It's time to end the game.
Oh no, Steve's here!
Don't show your face again, Morgan.
Look who's back. Henry and his kid, the young Morgan.
How did you manage to get here, Steve?
It wasn't difficult. I was looking for you all over town, and suddenly, what a a stroke of luck. I saw you entering the crypt in the graveyard. I waited for you a long time. Eventually, I decided to enter and I saw the tunnel. Henry, I didn't think you were still alive. I am partly relieved. My regret was consuming me. In the end, you were right. Kid's ship was docked here in Bone Town.
How dare you come aboard my ship without permission and offend a member of my crew? Who are you?
Henry, don't you recognize me? It's me.
Dad! Captain! It's Blackbeard. He was also able to get on board.
Blackbeard. Yes, I recognize you now. I see that you and Morgan are still inseparable. You'll end up just like him.
Henry, not again.
You leave me no choice.
I understand, Henry. I'm ready.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
I can't let you go.
Nobody wants to escape.
Prepare yourself.
I was born ready.
What
Can't
to
you
do?
do any better?
You'll see.
I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside.
You.
On guard!
It's the Adventure Galley's logbook. My first priority is Dad, though. Then I...
See who comes
It's a metal chalice. Dad uses it to drink. Inside it is a mixture of water and hallucinogenic mushrooms.
Let's see if you can handle me.
I think they can be used in a more useful way.
Just warming up.
I don't need it.
Let's see what you can do.
It's an engaging duel. I could stay here admiring them all day if I didn't have to save my dad and myself too.
Finally.
We'll see.
Better keep a safe distance.
Prepare
Alright.
yourself.
I was born ready.
Maybe the voodoo doll is him.
Is this all you can do?
It looks like of some prankster better not touch it. It looks like of some better not touch.
On guard.
Whatever you want.
I need this to frame.
I can't let you go.
Nobody wants to escape.
This time you won't.
Better not. Better not.
Still have 88,400. My god.
I should have a very valid.
So, what are we doing to distract this guy?
On guard.
Whatever you want, Henry.
The day of reckoning. Finally.
These are the nautical charts of the galley. With these, it would be I can't deal with this. The galley's nautical follow. It's the statue of it was also other than Scourge of the Seas. He was no better leave it where it is. I don't. Kid, the sea dragon. The adventure galley. I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside.
Get rid of the chalice?
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
The day
Oh,
of
that water, that
Finally.
fresh water.
We'll
maybe.
see who comes out victor.
We'll just leave my dad to, you know, sword fight this guy.
That's not a good idea. It could resurface in the vicinity of the ship. I have to find a way to get rid of it permanently. I have to get rid of it so that the...
Get rid of the chalice permanently. Could I just throw it out the holes of one of the ship?
On guard.
Whatever you want, Henry.
I can't throw it. It's too close to the ship, and the mushrooms would eat... I can't shoot in this direction. It should work. It's not a cannonball, so it won't have such a devastating effect. And now the coup de grace. Fire! I did it! Heck, I didn't see that coming. The racket from the cannon was more devastating than the shell itself. Better go back on deck and alert Dad.
I don't think he needs alerting. It sounds like shit's gonna start falling.
You don't stand a chance this time.
We'll see. I admit it. You defeated me, Henry.
A victory over a man who was once a friend has no value for me.
Captain, I'm sorry to interrupt your duel, but I think we need to go. The cave is collapsing.
Captain, what are you talking about?
The adrenaline caused by the duels with Jimbo and Steve is reducing the effect of the mushrooms. Hurry, let's go. There's not much time.
Not before seeing the treasure. I've never been so close to it, and I have no intention of leaving now.
But Steve, not now. There will be other opportunities in the future.
Yes, Steve. The kid's right. Let's run while we still can.
Henry, do you recognize me?
Steve, is that you? Oh, I'm not sure what's happening. It feels like I just woke up from a long dream.
There's no time, Dad. Let's go.
Dad? How come? Who?
You go! I want Kid's treasure. It represents my whole life's work. Henry,
Fool!
just know that I didn't want any of this to happen.
Steve!
Farewell.
Dad, let's go.
Okay, I'll follow.
Tyrael, is that you? A few hours later.
Dad, I finally found you.
Willy, is that really you?
Hi,
How long has it been?
How are
10
you?
years, Dad. 10 very long years.
10 years. So, this means you received my letter.
Yes, but why did you only have it delivered after all this time?
I sensed that something was wrong with Steve. I could see it in his behavior. When I realized that the search for Kid's treasure was becoming an obsession, I started to suspect that he could hurt our family. I hid my piece of the map and decided to deal with it. You are a Morgan. You have the spirit of adventure in your blood. But you were only 5, and I didn't want to trouble Mom with such a burden. I hoped that in 10 years Steve's obsession would vanish. I decided that if anything ever happened to me, you, after turning the necessary age, would be ready to pick up from where I left off. So I sent the post-dated letter.
I read Steve's diary. I know you fell off the cliff. How did you survive?
A stroke of luck. I fell right into the sea, and the tide pushed me toward an underwater passage that led directly to the cave. I wanted to find a way to get back to the surface, but I had to recover my strength first. The last thing I remember is some really delightful mushrooms. Then, it's all a blank.
Dad, let's go back home. We have a lot of things to talk about. Plus, we have to find a way to tell Mom without making her faint.
Elizabeth. Yes, we should go back.
Ready to leave Bonetown once and for all?
Bonetown is not a bad town. As soon as the legal formalities are arranged, we could think about coming back here. Remember, deep inside the cave is still the Adventure Galley. Who knows how much it can still tell the world about the golden age of piracy.
Speaking of which, when I took the chalice, I also brought the ship's logbook with me. Here it is.
Oh, I did it! Wow, I could have totally, like, finished this game in one shot last time, but that's fine. Yay! That was a sweet game. Thank you so much, Dragon Gem. That looked like a sequel hook? I don't know, Dragon Gem might know. Thank you so much for having me play this. This was great. It was really lovely. It was like short and sweet, but also really engaging. I had such a good time. And the soundtrack is like, it's wonderful. That was so nice. That's a good question, Celine. Play Putt Putt Goes to the Moon. So, it's funny you say that, because I have all of the Putt Putt games, but I believe the Putt Putt Goes to the Moon game that I have is like the super old one. There hasn't been one yet. Oh, yet.